Bobcats will kick it away first. Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So South Alabama's offense will get the first swing of the game. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Jaguars will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Bobcats offense will take the field for the first time. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
Man, I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, then.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Bobcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They want to flex their muscle. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. Trying to run it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
This time he's got his man. The Jaguars in the hurry-up. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Offense set on 1st down. Handoff to the lone back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Now improvising. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. To throw, it's Dugan. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Powers through. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Jaguars decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner will be brought down. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45.
And you got man-to-man coverage, and you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route, he's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch and getting the 1st down.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to him. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Looking to throw, it's Dugan. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Bobcats will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
The Jaguars want to crank the tempo. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. He'll start this drive firing. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's looking to throw it. He's got the back in the middle. He breaks a tackle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking at a second and short now. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Got his man. Touchdown, Jaguars. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. Trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Draw him inside the 10. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. The give. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Jaguars will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots?
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Jaguars racing to the line in a hurry up. On second down, just keeps firing. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Jocelyn. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Jaguars will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
He's right on target. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. Snagged in the middle. It's Scott. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The give out of the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, then get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Dropping back, it's Dugan. Feeling some heat. He'll get rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it! Touchdown, Bobcats! They take the lead with the 6. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas State, 14. South Alabama, 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they...
Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the field goal unit is on the field. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And the Jaguars want to move quickly. Wants to throw on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Jocelyn. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progressions.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They're facing a third down. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Jocelyn. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Now on second down. They keep attacking through the air. Getting some heat. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Line gets set, first down. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He'll take a shot. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas State. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No free